Number 30 in the 42 ideas on leadership comes to us from the book The Leadership Challenge. This was written originally in 1987 by James Kouzes and Barry Posner, and we're going to be using the 6th edition here, published in 2017. The key idea of this book is that leadership is not about your personality, it's about practice. That means you're not born a leader, you can become and learn how to be a leader. So after interviewing at that time over 3 years around 1,500 managers, they put together 5 practices and 10 behavioural commitments that characterised effective leaders. Over the next 30 years and interviewing 75,000 different people, they created a list of common characteristics for leaders, which you can see here, from honest all the way down through to independent. However, in the majority, over 50% of the responses, these 4, honest, competent, forward-looking, inspiring, were the traits of effective leaders. Now, from these surveys and from the initial study, they were able to create these 5 practices of leadership: modelling the way, inspiring a shared vision, challenging the process, enabling others to act, and encouraging the heart. We'll look at all of these in a little bit more detail. First, however, are the 10 behavioural commitments. So each of these behavioural commitments are associated with the different practices which we've just seen. For example, in the first practice, model the way, there are 2 elements: finding your voice and setting the example. What you have to do as a leader is you have to make sure of your own values, what it is that your abilities are, to make sure you know what you're talking about. As a result, you will be able to set the example for others. You'll be able to build credibility because your actions and your behaviors reflect your values. You are an authentic leader. This is very, very important. So in the Leadership Challenge, you need to, first of all, find your voice, and then you can set the example. The second practice of an effective leader is the ability to inspire a shared vision. This means that you have to be able to have a picture of the future, to create a vision statement, to enlist others in a common vision. So it means that you're creating this vision with others, that you listen to what their needs are, and then you create this shared vision that you're able to get others passionate about. So therefore, you're able to communicate this to them using powerful language, and that you keep on pushing it, this vision that you have of the future and a better future for everyone involved. And you're able to identify motivating factors in that vision, whether they're intrinsic or extrinsic, for your followers. Third element is challenging the process. This means seeking ways to grow, to change, to improve, and also experimenting, taking risks and learning. These are the 2 behavioural commitments inside in that practice, challenging the process. What you have to do here is you have to create an environment where it's okay to take risks, and that people learn in this environment, that you're creating an atmosphere where innovation and creating new ideas is a good thing, and that people are rewarded for that. Not only do you have to have a final goal that people are rewarded for, but that there should be steps along the way where you take stock and that you recognize the achievements of people and you reward them for that. So this is very important, the idea of creating opportunities and looking for opportunities outside and internally for change, for growth, and for improvement of self and for your followers. Enabling others to act has 2 elements: fostering collaboration and empowering others. Again, what we have to do is we have to try to get people working together in a climate of trust. So an effective leader creates an atmosphere of trust where people are able to work together. And this means that people are satisfied, that people are open with each other, people are involved, and people are committed. This is about building teams. And then that you create enough autonomy, or you give them enough autonomy, so that they are able to act on their own, and that you reward them for their development and for what they have done independently to achieve steps along the way in part of your shared vision. So fostering collaboration, making people work together, and also empowering others so that they can work on their own. Final one then, encouraging the heart. It's very important here to recognize the contributions of different people, to reward, to appreciate them. So you have to have goal setting for yourself and for others, and then that you create opportunities to celebrate publicly the achievements of the team. So it's important here to make sure that there is a culture of celebration of achievements. And it means then that you also have to have high standards for the team and high standards for yourself, and that you have to hold people accountable for their growth as well. These are the 5 elements then of the leadership challenge. Modeling the way, you have to become a role model if you're going to be an effective leader. Inspiring a shared vision, which is listening to your followers, then creating the vision, then visualizing it, and then showing it to your team. Challenging the process, which means looking for areas where you can change and innovate and improve. You create a climate for experimentation, taking risks and learning from mistakes. Enabling others to act is about creating teamwork and trust, and an atmosphere where people listen to each other and support each other, and where you encourage people to develop. And finally, encouraging the heart is about rewarding people for their achievements, celebrating their achievements, and creating a community spirit. This is number 30 in the 42 Ideas on Leadership, the Leadership Challenge by Kouzes and Posner, originally published in 1987.